What's up, guys? NepentheZ here, and welcome back to another episode of the Arsenal Evo RTG. Today, we're going to start our FUT Champs qualifying run with our brand new 88 rated Gio Queiroz with 99 pace, 99 shooting, great dribbling, and very good physicals with the new Playstyle Plus of Trivela, and of course the 5-star weak foot. And we are putting into the team Cozy Dubry, because we've got 4 days to finish his upgrades to get him into growth spurt as well. And we are absolutely going to keep and hold Cooney Cross and Cozy Dubry after we've finished them and not claim them to see if we can fandangle a little bit extra from EA out of their next Evo upgrades. But with that being said, let's get into our first qualifier game and see if we can go for a nice little run. We're up against Inform Mbappe, first owner. An interesting squad, isn't it? Nice Erdy, just kidding. Oh, dearie me. Forcing the ball a bit too much to her. I can't believe I've conceded the 2 goals I've conceded against this guy. Oh, why has she not Trivella'd it? Trivela OP, baby. There we go. There we go. We got one back. I had to put her on that right-hand side. I think she's going to be broken for me there. On Black Stenius. There we go. Come on, back in the game. Let's go. Trivela. Oh, it's actually gone in. I had to green it, mind you. But it's actually, how's that gone in? Didn't even get the trajectory, just the loopage. Everyone was hating on finesse shots, but the Trivelas were the ones. Yeah, man, I'm saying, man. You know why I didn't like Trivelas? Because I had Pires, and he was garbage at them no matter what. Oh, that's a banging goal from Queiroz, man. Because she's got the regular finesse shot as well, right? So she can even hit those. With that 99 finishing. Ah, oh, bosh. I even forget that she's got 5-star weak foot. I'm not even paying attention to it. That's a hat-trick in the first half. Unbelievable scenes. Black Stenius with a goal as well. Little and McCabe showing up as always. Gio Queiroz with a hattie. Obviously got the pace as well, which is like the other mad thing, right? And now she can pass too, which is the other mad thing, right? Oh, man, give me some of that. Delightful. Delightful. It was 2-0. Okay, so I was right. I was 2-0 down. And then I won 6-2. Was that an assist as well from Gio Queiroz? Got 10 rated. Oh, she's the best player in the game. No, do the boot it. 3 goals, 1 assist. Love that. Man, that was those goals. First goal from Gio Queiroz was a Trivela, obviously. Was way better for me when I switched into the 4-3-2-1. That's an outrageous goal because that doesn't even have much like loop, right? The keeper just should be saving that. Then Black Stenius with the goal to make it 2-2. This was a good game. This was like some good play here. Passing across. Lovely little finesse from Black Stenius. Ramsdale made some mad saves, to be fair. Then this one. This is a dumb one, man. They're all going to be dumb, but this is a big dumb one. Because, again, it doesn't even get off the ground, really. Like, it's below head height when it goes past the goalkeeper. This finesse was quite tidy, though. That's a good goal. Good finesse shot anyway. Oh, that was top bins. And Martinelli, I think this is another another Trivela, isn't it? Oh, it is. Oh dear. Then Black Stenius. Nice. Nice. Oh, what are you up against? Road to 1 bill. 1 BL. Is that billion? Oh. Getting a free win. Or he's just quitting. We're getting a free win. See what happens, guys, when I... See what happens when I hide my screen? I get my first free win in about 2 months. FC Ocean. You have Pepe. He's got an Arsenal badge, though, anyway. And I don't use him. Ooh, Walker and Ake. Bernardo Silva. Damn, this guy's got fairly sizable Man City squad here, huh? Oh, my days. Actually got through here. Mate, Ramsdale's garbage, isn't he? Fair play. Ramsdale is garbage. It might have to be a getting check situation for sure. Gio Quiroz. Look at that for a bang, baby. Come on now. Delightful. Delightful. Go on, Gabby. Let's go, baby. Gio Quiroz. Oh, I didn't read it. And thus, it didn't go in. That one go in, though. Penalty. Thank you very much. I think this guy's going to quit. He's gone. Gone. We are 3-0. Well, like, this is... This, I know it's purely selfish reasons because I'm enjoying it, because I'm winning the games. But this is genuinely why we need repeatable qualifiers. Like, got 3 of the games won already. Won 2 of them by 2 goals. Obviously, we got the free win. We just need to go and play, like, literally, actually, I just need 1 more squad battles game to get Kozu Dubry up to that first setup. We've also done some objectives here. The daily objectives. What ball is that? I don't remember what it's called, mate, actually. Premium Gold Players Pack will open if I see it. It was a I think from the season pass, I think it came from. We get a couple of player picks here. Take an 80. Take the 84 Serge Gnabry as well. Sure, we could do something with him. Saves the 84 and builds us towards our first Team of the Week pick. We've got 2 Premium Gold player packs as well, which is quite nice. I do need to go and do a whole bunch of the winter wildcard things too. Got a small Prime Election players pack. That's the special silver. I need to do the daily things as well. We've got a lot of packs to grind. Need a game mode where it's repeatable with decent rewards. Yeah, genuinely. Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't have to be qualifiers. Just anything. And it's something like qualifiers is basically all we're looking for. I really do. Oh, come on, man. Bruno Guimaraes. Oop. 383's incoming. I don't mind. It's more about the doing the thingy, isn't it? And Palmer like an expensive one as well. Oh, they're all expensive, I suppose, aren't they? All right, Sigali and Aktokoglu, which we need to put in here. I've still got to do this a lot of times. 36 more times. It's only twice per day to get it done before it expires, but I'd like to get it done pre-Team of the Year just to have those rewards, really. And I've got a lot of commons, a lot of low-rated cards back in the club as well. And hopefully I'll be able to get Yuri and Timber from one of these because I really don't want to have to buy a 79 rated rare gold. Right, Premium Gold Players pack here. No special. That's all right. Give me Yuri and Timber. Also 81s and 82s. An 82. There you go. How about that? Duplicate tradable. Did I complete anything? For the next 5 ranking. I need to do the Versus Cup. I'll probably play that through tomorrow. Oh, I've done weekly and daily objectives. Oh, damn. I didn't even realise. The Winter Wildcard upgrade completeness. Nah. 5 more for an 83 by 10. 15 more for the 81 by 11. The Killer Villa kit. Another 83 by 10. And an 83 by 20. Oh, Team of the Year is going to be delightful. And then we get an 84 by 10 saved for Team of the Year again. Oh, honestly, our pack haul for Team of the Year without even really trying is going to be massive. All right, guys, as we get into the gameplay for the Champs qualifiers, before I get into the comments that I've picked for today, I know exactly what you're going to say, and I am going to talk about it in a bit more detail when we get to the last comment, but I know that basically every goal I score here is that. I know. We're going to get to it. Aber Canole says, it is honestly great to see just the Arsenal Evos. I love the following series. I love following the series. Wow, reading's hard. When you are using them. I have a full Albanian Evo team and I love playing with the team. It feels like it brings such a large reason to keep playing. Using all my champs, rivals, friendlies, etc. Even if it's far behind the power curve. The connection to the team and the players makes me want to keep using them. And it's really good to see how many people also love the Evo journey and are following on with the Evo journey. And we had a guy in the comments as well who said he's got a Spurs Evo team and he wants a game. We'll get a game. We'll get a game. I don't know if it'll be this week. It's my daughter's birthday in a few days' time. So it will probably be next week. But yeah, an Arsenal Evo versus a Spurs Evo would be good. And just in general, it's been nice playing with the Arsenal players again. It is weird always having these insane players on the bench, but because of Gio Quiroz, and you're about to see another goal that is exactly like it, because of things like that, I mean, I know I didn't score that specific goal, I actually got a penalty there, mind you. It enables me to not care about the Pele and the Hullet, because I can do things now without needing them. And is it me abusing a broken game mechanic? It absolutely is. But it is the way it is. Outside of that, it makes me wonder, and I've been through this like phase about a month ago, 6 weeks ago, during Black Friday Thunderstruck promo, where I was like, if I'm not using the Arsenal Evos, sorry, that's completely incorrect what I want to say. If I'm not using the icons, what does it matter about packs, and what does it matter about like SBCs and rewards and stuff? It doesn't, right? And that has a weird negative connotation with the series, where all of a sudden it becomes boring, because it's like, let's say Team of the Year, I pack a Team of the Year, and I'm like, well, cool, they're not an Arsenal player. And so it kind of leaves me in this limbo state of, I do love the Arsenal setup, but we're going to need to figure out a way to also put other players in. And all I could keep coming back to, guys, now I know I can do it in Rivals, but all I could keep coming back to was, I wish qualifiers were repeatable, or I wish champs was repeatable. Because then we could do a qualifiers run with the Arsenal team, then a qualifiers run with the best team, and just rinse and repeat and actually be rewarded for our game time. Anyway, the next comment is from Harry Perkins. He says, I love the RTG. I was just thinking, as you said, the connection to in real life players is important. Would you not prefer to use the men's team rather than doing EOs on players you had little association with before this year? And you're absolutely right in general. When I was talking about playing with this team on stream the other day and how much I'm enjoying it now, one of the things that I was explaining that I don't really care about is like, so I do get big connections to players in Ultimate Team, and some people would be like, that's really weird, and some people would be like, no, I completely understand that. And it's one of those situations where I've previously become massively connected to players I didn't like or wouldn't want to like. For example, Heung-min Son. He's a Spurs player, sure, but because of his FIFA 17 Player of the Month, I love him. I played with that card so much, I ended up loving him. And it's the same with like the Eden Hazard Player of the Month. I ended up loving him. And there's a few players every game cycle, every year, that we end up really like connecting with in real world as well, because I really like them in FIFA. Gareth Bale being another one of those players. Another ex-Spurs player, can you believe that? And so, although I would much prefer to have the men's team, which I'm going to talk about in a moment as well, a little bit deeper, but although I would prefer to have a connection with the men's team, I've followed the women's team now so much more, the Arsenal women's team so much more, simply because of FC24 and playing with these Evo cards. I'm actually like kind of building those connections, as weird as that sounds. And so Gio Quiroz now, when somebody said to me, oh, she's going to leave in January, I was gutted. I was like, no, she doesn't even play for us, really. Like, she barely gets game time because she's young. She's only 20. She needs to, I guess, improve before she can get into the team. She played a lot for the Real Madrid B team and the Barcelona B team, played for their main teams as well. And I was a bit gutted. I was like, when Marit's left for Villa, I got rid of her out of the team because she's not an Arsenal player anymore. Same with Pepe, right? I played some games with Pepe, but he's not an Arsenal player, so I got rid of him. And so I was a bit gutted. But then it was like, she's only going on loan. And I was like, yes, that's all right. If she only goes on loan, I don't mind that at all. And it's one of those weird situations where I'm developing the connections with these players, and that's kind of good enough, I suppose, for me. However, with that being said, I was talking about the Arsenal men as well, because, we've got in this team like Jakob Kivior Evo card, and we've got, who's another Arsenal, like even Cozy Adubry. And I'm like, I'm not like, I don't dislike Jakob Kivior, but I don't want to play with him. I don't want his Evo. I want the Arsenal players that are my favourite Arsenal players. I want Gabriel and Saliba in the team. I want Zinchenko and Ben White in the team. I want Ramsdale or Raya in the team. I want, Declan Rice, Martin Odegaard, and like Kai Havertz in the team. I want, Gabriel Jesus, Bukayo Saka, and Gabriel Martinelli in the team. And it's sad that one of the big issues with that is a lot of the players that I actually want in the team, now Saka's actually been eligible for an Evo, but a lot of the players I actually want in the team can't even put in the team because they're worse than the Evo version. So there's definitely a case to be made for like I feel like what will happen over the course of the game cycle as we get towards team of the season and the back end of the game, what I feel will happen is that we'll get enough Evos that start enabling me to upgrade the players that I love the most, and they will slowly but surely start seeping into the team, and one of those will be Yuri and Timber. Like, I actually want to put Yuri and Timber into the team over Kivior, not because I'm necessarily massively connected to him as an Arsenal player, but actually because I was reasonably well connected to him before he came to the Premier League, because I used to watch Ajax a lot because of So Rare. So I already enjoyed him, right? So it's a difficult one with that, but yeah, you're absolutely right. Now we've got Loco Legend says the matchmaking in Weekend League was -5 to +5 elo, I believe. So if you're 5-0 in Weekend League, you can play against someone who has 0 elo or +10 elo. I think you've got the wrong end of the stick a little bit. It's not open -5 to +5. That's the limit. So once you hit a +5 evo in qualifiers, even if you're 7-0, your elo, your form is +5. And the reason why they do that is because if you're 9-0 and +9, the chance of you actually finding someone else who's 9-0 is going to be really, 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 really slim. And so they cap it. They do it in regular champs as well. They cap the positive to 15 and the negative to 10. So if you end up getting 15-0, basically you've already proven that you can go to 20-0 because you've played you've effectively played your hardest game. Not that it works in practice, but in theory, that's what happens. So yeah, I think if you're +5, means you've just got 5 more wins and losses. I don't think you could be +10 either, because if you're +9 on your 9th game and you win it, that's the end. Nobody's +10. But yeah, in theory, I think it caps at 5 and 5, positive and negative, not opens to that. Because imagine you're +5 elo and you match up. Imagine you're 5-0 and you match against somebody who's 0-5. That's a wild discrepancy, especially in qualifiers, whereas a lot more people play it. The last comments I've got, we're going to talk about just briefly for the last couple of minutes here. I always feel like I need to sometimes over-clarify on things I don't need to over-clarify on. And I don't know why, I always take certain comments like this and talk about them, but it's interesting to talk about because I've actually got an opinion on the way I've been playing with it at the moment. But Raiden Sun says, while I agree that matchmaking can be off, I do think it's kind of wild that you play some games in Div 4. And I'm not going to finish reading his comment, actually, because the next comment is from Grime. Says, Net beats easy people and thinks, here comes I think I can get 16 wins. And somebody else asked in the comments as well, why do I think that Division 4 is good? So first of all, we're actually almost in Division 3. We're 1 win away from Division 3. But secondly, because of the short seasons this year and because people are sandbagging so much, it's really difficult in the higher divisions. And you see like elite level players, top level players that are literally going 16 and 18 wins that can't get out of Division 3 and can't get out of Division 2. Obviously, like when you look at pro players, it's a bit different. They can get into elite division with their eyes closed. They're that good at the game. But you do see even like our own viewers in stream, people tell me a lot like that they constantly get 14 to 16 wins every weekend, but they can't get out of Division 4. And I think people are thinking about Division 4 as if it was last year and how kind of like easy Division 4 was last year compared to the higher divisions versus this year. And so we'll go back to the first comment. So he says, I do think it's kind of wild that you play some games in Division 4 and claim you could have maybe got 16 or 18 wins playing that way. Matchmaking is not that far off and not off for all 20 games. High form is still high form. Don't get me wrong, it'd be great to see you achieving the high ranks with this Arsenal squad, but doing okay in Division 4 is not an indicator of 10 plus form. So there's a difference. There's a few like nuanced things with that. And I don't think I said I could get 16 or even 18. And if I did, it would have been with context. It would have been like, if I can play to this level every single game, I will manage to pick up that many wins, right? I will manage to pick up 16, maybe on a lucky weekend, 18 wins. But that context comes from me knowing that I played a good player that I ended up beating because of the differences I can see and feel in my own gameplay. Now, the problem is once I get into a game where I'm stressing and struggling, me being able to maintain that high quality of gameplay becomes impossible for some reason. I end up like bottling it, choking it, etc. But I've been hitting 13. Let's even ignore the 14 wins that I got one time on this account in like the second or third week. I've been hitting 12 or 13 wins with a terrible Arsenal team. One thing that I kept saying that I was missing out on, and what I said at the start of this video where I was talking about, I'll get to this at the end of the video with Gio, and I know I'm scoring these kind of goals with her, but one thing that I would be missing in this team is a really easy way to score goals. And in previous RTGs, regardless of my defensive qualities or anything like that, one of the things that I was always very good at was abusing how to score very easy goals. And with the Arsenal team, until we've got this Gio Quiroz card, I wasn't able to do that because I didn't have a finesse shot plus and I didn't have a Trivela plus. I did have Davor Schuker, but he just didn't seem to be able to score goals like reasonably well. We've now got someone with 99 pace, 99 shooting, 5-star weak foot and Trivela plus. And you can see here we scored 21 goals and got 6 assists with her in the 10 games that I played qualifiers for. And you can see how many Trivelas I scored. And it ended up like opening up my mind to playing a different way, that I actually started scoring Trivelas with Erdegaard a lot and stuff as well. And I'm seeing, because I was talking about it on Twitter, where people are also talking about the fact that you don't even need Trivela to hit those shots. And I'm like, this is what I've been waiting for. And when you think about how bad I was playing in the previous weeks, because let's be real, I was playing bad. Like I had that dark cloud over my head. I wasn't playing smart. I was defending poorly. I was attacking poorly. When you think about those things, and the fact that I was still able to get 12 or 13 wins, and now we introduce the quality that I've improved to the team and to myself, it is inevitable, in my personal opinion, and I'm going to have to put my money where my mouth is this upcoming weekend league. I know that. But it's inevitable for me that 14 to 16 should just become the standard, right? And then I think about matchmaking, and I think, yeah, if we get lucky matchmaking, 18 isn't off the cards. And I think for me personally as well, it's better to be like 18 is not impossible than I'm never going to get 18. Because if I immediately tell myself I'm never going to get 18, I won't ever get 18. But I think one of the things that I feel is a difference is that even in qualifiers, that like we went 8-2 this time around. And just like what I was explaining, I lost one game very fairly to that guy that I lost the second game to. I gave him a couple of goals and I gave him a penalty just playing stupid. But he was just a better player. He deserved it. And then I lost that game 7-6 in extra time. And I was a better player. And I was playing with adrenaline. I was playing nervous. After the game finished, I went and worked out because my adrenaline was so high. And as I was like working out, I was thinking like, why did I get so worked up in that game that adrenaline had me making like really bad decisions? And they're the aspects that I need to work on. But other than those 2 losses here, the games we won, I was getting rage quits. We were slapping people, scoring loads of goals. And it's for the first time this game cycle in FC24, for the very first time, I'm actually finding it easy to beat bad players or even just expand that gap to good players. Whereas before I'd struggle and get a 1-goal win, or I'd be stressing and angry. And now I'm sitting there like 4 or 5 goals up within the first 25, 30 minutes because I've figured out how to score goals easily. And I know other people have probably done it easily before themselves loads, but I've figured out now how to score easily. And when I get that confidence in my mind of, well, I know I can, like, you know, before I'd match up against some guy who's like mad defensive, and I'm trying to score cutbacks or trying to do passing techniques, and I'm like, I don't know what to do to score a goal against this guy. Now I'm like, I know exactly what to do to score a goal against this guy. I'm just going to put Gio Quiroz at the top of the box and hit a Trivela plus. And then what I want to do, I know you're just watching like a static screen right now as well, guys. Hopefully Viper didn't leave it on the gameplay screen, but put like I don't know, just a menu screen or something on there. But what I want to do is actually fill the bench with other Arsenal players that have properties to enable a few different ways of scoring. So once we get Kai Havertz's whipped pass plus version back in the team, I think I'm going to put Russo up front over Blackstenius because she's got power header and aerial. Not the plus versions, mind you, but having those players in the team will enable me to have another way of scoring. So if somebody's like marking those Trivelas and constantly looking for them, we've got the whip pass plus. So you know, maybe I'm being foolish. Maybe me thinking I can get even 14 or 16 wins is foolish. But like when you've played this game as long as I have, and how I feel like I understand the game, I feel like this week, for the first time ever, I actually understand the game. And that has been showcased by the fact that we went from Division 6 to Division 4 in a heartbeat, and 1 win away now from Division 3. Whereas 2 weeks ago when I was struggling, I literally couldn't get out of Division 5. Like, I was at the floor of Division 5, unable to get out there. And now I'm putting away people in Division 4 who are very good players with insane teams, much better than the teams we play here in qualifiers. And I'm putting them away getting rage quits. And that's a perfect example of like the growth of the team and myself over the last sort of like week or so. And still improving, right? Still like trying to work on the defending side of things. And it's one of those weird instances now where it's like, I knew I had to work on my defense, and I know I still have to work on my defense and like switching into players and constantly running defenders out. And I'm trying to work on it, and I'm seeing other things now. And the reason why I have like, at least this is how it works in my mind anyway, the reason why I have the ability now to work on defending is because I don't need to work on attacking. And so it's like, once I lose the ball, I don't need to be in a mad panic rush now to get the ball back, because I know that I will score goals with the attacks that I have, which is all pretty weird. Anyway, I've waffled on. You've been staring at a blank screen for the longest time. Let's go and get our rewards. Well, guys, I don't know how many Trivelas I scored with Gio Quiroz, but it was a lot. And I'll tell you something, even though we lost 2 games here, we're going to finish 8-2. There was just a difference in the games that I won and how I won them. I was getting rage quits with scoring loads of goals. I'm conceding a few still, and I need to sort that out for sure. But I was absolutely, he gave me that goal, to be fair, not on purpose, obviously, but I was absolutely destroying people. The 2 games that I lost were 2 games against genuinely good opponents, and especially the guy that beat me the last game that I lost 3 games ago, he was brilliant. Like, fair enough, you know, you come out of a game like that, he was hitting the ball rolls, the step overs, the Trivelas, the power shots, the skill moves, the custom tactic, the sweaty meta team. Fair enough, man. You can't, you know, even if I had a best team in the game, I'd struggle against a team like that. But we've got a Jumbo Premium Gold, 2 Rare Golds, 2 Small Prime Golds. I might have to open those on web app because game's silly. I'm now 2 assists and 1 win away from getting Cozier Dubry up to the 75, which will then allow us to put him into the growth spurt. I am getting very, 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 very close to having to buy Urian Timber. Keeping balance expires in 2 days, which I'm going to have to put somebody in for there. I can't remember who I'm putting in there. But the one that expires real soon, One Day Like a Rock, this is for Urian Timber. So I've got to pack him or put him in real quick. In terms of objectives complete, nothing in there, nothing in there. I don't think I've done much, to be fair. No, nothing in there, nothing in there. And then milestones, nothing either. In terms of SBCs, we've got a few SBCs to complete the daily grind and things. And then I'm going to start grinding League SBCs just to get my my stock up in that one. Just to like flood my club back again of like exactly this sort of player. 80s, 81s, 82s, 83s. I am very short on them. I have nearly finished the Winter Wildcard crafting upgrade. But yeah, I don't think we're going to get the packs. We've got a 78 by 2 here that will open. Again, give me 80s, 81s. Give me Yuri and Timbers, right? We get an 81, 82. That's perfect because I'm going to need to do Team of the Week to do the 85 by 4s. I actually think I forgot to do the 85 by 4s or the 84 by 5s yesterday. So that's really frustrating. I think we've only got one more day on these now, which is a bit of a pain. But yeah, I am going to have to go onto the web app. Jack Grealish, I don't even think that's enough. No, an 85. I don't even think I make profit out of that. So I'll be right back. All right, here we are, guys, onto the web app. Let's get those rewards open and see if we can get ourselves something fun right here. They usually store them down the bottom. Yeah, so a couple of rare gold packs. So rare gold pack number 1 gives us deer. Oh, dear. Nothing too crazy there. Send to club for that. The rest of that can literally just get discarded. And then we go in for the next one. Sorry, it's not fun opening these on the web app, I appreciate. But got to be done, hasn't it? Come on, give me a Yuri and Timber EA. Nope, look at that. We get Lo Celso. That's not a bad pack again for some good players, to be fair. Well, free gold pack as well. Nice. The engine chem style we'll keep. We'll discard the remaining items. And let me zoom in here a little bit as well, just so you guys can see it a bit clearer. I can see clear. Right, Tessie. We get a rare gold from a gold pack. That's nice. Oh, 81 Chilwell as well. That's fantastic. Tessie can go to the trade pile, and we'll discard the rest. Coins in the bank. We're up to 350k coins right now, which is quite nice. We have got the small prime gold players pack. Come on, just give me Yuri and Timber EA. We get Shaw 85, quite nice. Roque Mesa. Oh, look at that. We've hit a new El Neni. So the Arsenal players are in packs. We get small prime gold players pack number 2. Just a Bensabieni. Dallo and Stokes. That's too bad. Dejan Lovren in there as well. And then last but not least, the Jumbo Premium Gold Players Pack. Daily 85. Come on, Yuri and Timber in here. Not. Lots of good fodder in there, though. Lots of good fodder. Just not what we're looking for. And so we're still working on Cozier Dewberry. Let me send to trade pile there and there. We're still working on Cozier Dewberry, which we are getting reasonably close to finishing now. And then I'm going to show you guys nothing really. That is it. The qualifiers were it. We're going to take some more. Well, you would have listened to me talking for some more comments. So thank you very much for watching for today. And I will see you next time. I'm out. Peace.